Hello and welcome to the Foilist TV. Today we're covering the second semifinal from Rio, Alexander Massialas versus Richard Kruse. As always, the bout itself is on my website and linked in the description. Now let's see how both fencers got here. Alex beat Mohamed Essam, then Artur Akhmat Kuzin, and then had his legendary comeback against Giorgio Avola in the round of 8, which you can check out here. Kruse wrecked Hamid Santes, then overcame both Andrea Cassara and Garrick Meinhardt. Clearly both were having a very good day by this point. So for this bout, I have 3 things to talk about: distance, line choice, and the interactions between attack and counterattack. The distance was pretty clear-cut. Kruse is tall, and he likes defense very fast and loose with stop hits, cross steps forward and back, and that sort of thing, so of course he prefers wider distances. Alex's tendency to go very withheld when finishing his attacks, and his tendency to keep the distance pretty close on defense until the last possible second, meant that he did way better at closer distances. Normally, I would think that someone who stays close and searches would be in huge trouble against Kruse's type of attack. Importantly, however, Alex really seemed to respect the speed of Kruse's deceptively relaxed march. Like his last-minute adjustment against Avola, he did not wait around for Kruse to find an easy finish. He just scrambled away as fast as possible. But this time, it didn't take him several touches to make the adjustment in the first place. Line choice was also pretty important. Both fencers are right-handed, and Kruse was really focused on hitting around Alex's front shoulder, which isn't the first target you might think of against a same-handed opponent. Alex's tendency to lean forward a bit makes that choice understandable at first. On the other hand, Alex started to close out that line very easily by twisting to the outside, making it very hard for Kruse to find a way through. Plus, his straight finishes were too easy for Alex to parry, and his preen finishes were never made from close enough distance to be threatening. I've talked a lot about the prep on this channel before, so I won't cover it in detail here, but in general, the most obvious line for Alex to finish in would be his low inside line, or Kruse's flank. So when Kruse counterattacked stepping in, he would do the usual closeout in 8. However, once he establishes the prep, Alex can finish anywhere from that position, no matter how late he changes lines. Kruse's defensive blade work proved unable to keep up, especially when the distance collapsed. In general, counterattacks crushing the distance are best used when the attacker rushes, and stop hits are best used when the attacker accelerates too slowly or is late with their hand. Alex's attacks can actually suffer from both problems simultaneously, so I would normally think that Kruse's counterattacks and stop hits, which were usually very well chosen, would give him a bit of trouble. But more often than not, Alex was able to thread the proverbial needle, going fast enough to catch Kruse when he tried to stop hit, and slowly enough to still find a light when Kruse crushed in on him. Overall, Alex's fencing here looked exactly the same as it did during his comeback with Avola. The usual idiosyncrasies in his style that skilled opponents could normally exploit were all kind of smoothed over or just gone. This basically left Alex with all of his positive qualities and none of his negative ones, and this 15-9 result is telling. Anyway, that's all I have for this semifinal. Click the links on the screen to see both fencers' previous bouts from the rounds of 8 and 16. Links to their other bouts and Who's Who videos, along with this bout's commentary video and my Discord server, are all in the description. Next up will be the bronze medal bout between Kruse and Safin. Thanks for watching, and as always, stay sharp.